Any of you have a bad delivery story, right? You order a package from a company. Any of you have a story where it's like, oh man, you won't believe what happened to me. Maybe you've got like ring camera footage of a delivery driver throwing a package onto your doorstep, not handling things properly. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest probably has a story that one-ups your story. Let's go to Tina Chapman now. And her family is going through quite the experience trying to get a resolution from a delivery company. Tina, welcome to the program.
Morning, Elias. It's a change to talk to you on a different subject than me just calling in for one of your questions.
This is the Tina.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic, Tina. Well, that's great. Well, I think so. I guess many of our listeners will recognize your voice. Tina, why don't you tell our listeners what happened to the delivery company? What did they do? Give us the whole story here.
Oh, it's ironic because we didn't even have a delivery coming that night. Neither did any one of our neighbors. So it was about 6 o'clock about 6 o'clock at night on December 1st before we had any significant snow. And my parents were at home and, they live lakefront on a man-made lake that was made decades ago, but they own the property in the lake. So they just heard a car engine revving and revving. So my father looked out the window and he notices a car all the way on the other side of the lake and it's not going anywhere. And he knows instantly it's stuck. Okay. And it's stuck in soft ground. So he goes down there, and it's quite of a trek. It's quite a long ways. Goes down there and come to find out that it's an Intelcom delivery guy who delivers the packages for Amazon on rural routes and in some small towns. And his vehicle, a Dodge Caravan, is just sunk into the property down to the subframe. This vehicle is not going anywhere. And how he didn't end up in the lake that was maybe 3 inches beside him is a minor miracle.
Jeez. How did he end up there? Did he explain how he ended up down the wrong path?
He's like, I was following my GPS. There's not a GPS in the world that's going to tell you to turn onto a ATV trail. It's not a road. It's not marked as a road. You don't see road signs. There's Canada Post mailboxes, 4 of them in front of the entryway. Plus it's all highly landscaped property. You see gardens and bushes and trees and even 2 floodlights as you pass by them, motion detected, that tells you this is not a road.
It was dark, right? When this happened, it was night?
Yeah, it was 6 o'clock at night in December. So it's completely pitch black and you can tell this road is too narrow for a vehicle to go on. Only an ATV or a 4-wheeler can get onto that road.
Okay, so Tina, listen. I remember traveling in Greece once and I paid attention to the GPS. I ended up down the wrong path. These things happen, mistakes happen, okay? So he's stuck, he's gone down the wrong path, and now he's stuck. Tell our listeners, A, how he gets out, and then B, when the sun rises the next day, what you see.
Well, even at that following the GPS, there was 2 big signs that say private property, do not pass. Mm-hmm. So he was already told ahead of time. But the only way to get him out, it took us 2.5 hours. I live 5 minutes from my parents, and my mother called me because she was worried what might happen. So I drove over to my parents' house just out of pure safety for my father when he went down there. So I was there. The guy was combative with us at that. On top of that, he called the police saying that we were holding him against his will. So my mother's like, what are you talking about? He can't get out. His vehicle is stuck. So I had to drive back up at the request of the police up to my parents' neighbor's house, who has a tractor, a good-sized Kubota, to come, if he'd be willing, at 8 o'clock at night to come down and pull this truck out because a tow truck cannot get back there. No heavy vehicle could get back there. They would sink into the ground too. The tractor was able to get back there because it stayed on the ground that was still hard enough.
Gotcha.
Still solid to come in. So it took us 2.5 hours of hooking up chains, trying to find a place that wasn't rusted out on the vehicle in the first place to hook it up to and then pull it out to a point that my father had to get into the vehicle and back the truck out because the driver was not capable.
Wow.
And once we finally got him out, he took off.
No thank you, nothing?
No thank you, no nothing. He took off. We had no information. Thank God my father had the sense to take pictures of the license plate and all the damage.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's get to that damage. The sun rises the next day and you can see that damage. What'd they do to the property?
There is an 80-foot length of 10 to 12-inch deep tire ruts all the way down.
Jeez.
And being that it's right on the edge of the water, we have to repair that. It's not just as simple of throw some dirt down and some grass seed and fix any flowers that were destroyed or messed up or any of the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to require, because we can't get a Kubota back there or a backhoe back there, we have to dump the soil in a more solid area. Then we're going to have to take either wheelbarrows or the small trailer on a four-wheeler, trek it over there. Then before we even put that down, we have to put down some gravel, some sandy loam, then the soil, then the grass seed.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, Tina, have you reached out to Intelcom and trying to get some satisfaction here? Does it get them to pay you for the costs incurred and for the damage?
Since the few days after December, when we got the police report number, I put in the claim and the complaint, and I've been going back and forth with them since then because everything was done by email. Uh-huh. So I was handling it for my parents, and I've been going back and forth. I'm up to almost 20 emails already and 2 phone calls to customer service, and they just constantly kept giving us the runaround saying, you have to talk to the police. While I kept saying, the police are not filing charges. The police are not going to pay for your employees' damages. We're getting the runaround.
So you're getting the runaround. Do you think you're going to have to take them to small claims or do something else to get back some money here?
At one point on, was it Saturday night? I think Saturday night we got a call from someone who claimed he was the owner of that route.
Okay.
And he had not been made aware of it. He had no information of it. He didn't know who the driver was or anything. He's like, we're going to have to go to the depot. We're like, we gave all this information to the depot manager. So how do you not have this information?
Uh-huh.
So nobody's communicating. So at the end of the day, my parents are ready to go to small claims court or whatever it may be, take legal action to get the repairs made to this property because it is waterfront and they are responsible for taking care of that lake.
Tina, let me just tell our listeners this. CTV News did reach out to Intelcom. They responded that they're aware of the incident, but they could not comment. So I think even for us, we're failing to get answers from Intelcom. Good luck with the fight there, Tina. I hope your family gets gets some cash or whatever it is to make sure everything is back to how it was.
Yep, that's all they want, just to cover the cost of repairs.
Okay, Tina, thanks so much for filling us in on the story. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Elias. Have a good day.
You too. That's Tina Chapman right there, family dealing with one delivery truck gone awry.